be able to look around all those things that we've missed. Surely we pray, but how many of us when we pray, we think about the materialistic world? If you're a student, subhanallah, you don't think about calculus during the year, but during the summer when you're in prayer, you're thinking about derivation and integrals. And if you're a businessman, when you spend time praying, you're thinking all of a sudden about old deals and transactions and and future deals too, 25 years down the line. Subhanallah. Why is that? It is because there is a blurriness. There is this cover around us, around our vision, not just our eyes, but our insight, our internal vision. How can we come to remove it in this holy month of Ramadan? That is why we're here. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in His grace and benevolence, when He created His creation, He knew that it will go astray throughout the year. But in order for it to come back to its Creator, to reach out to its Creator, it needs one solid month. One solid month for that soul to shake up all the dust, to remove all the dust, to remove all the rust, to scrub itself clean and purify itself so that it is truly in the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when that month is over. And how are we to know what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants from us except to look into His holy words? And we started this lecture today by mentioning these wonderful verses of the chapter of Najm, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, surely He speaks not of His whim, He is not but revelation. And He was taught by whom? By Allah, the most powerful. So then if I want to know truly how to gain the full benefit of this month, then I need not look further than Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has instructions for us in this holy month. There's this wonderful speech that you will find in Mafatih al-Jinan. في فضل شهر Ramadan. The benefits of the month of Ramadan. Imam Ali salamullahi alayhi, Amir al-Mu'mineen, narrates that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said to them in a speech one day, أيها الناس, he says, O people, إنه قد أقبل إليكم شهر الله بالبركة والرحمة والمغفرة. He says, O people, surely the month of Allah has come upon you with His blessings and His mercy and His forgiveness. شهر هو عند الله أفضل الشهور. A month that is considered by Allah to be the best of months. وأيامه أفضل الأيام. And its days are the best of days. وَلَيَالِيهِ أَفْضَلُ اللَّيَالِ. And its nights, the best of nights. وَسَاعَاتُهُ أَفْضَلُ السَّاعَاتِ. And its hours, the best of hours. هُوَ شَهْرٌ دُعِيتُمْ فِيهِ إِلَى ضِيَافَةِ اللَّهِ. It is a month in which Allah Himself has invited you to be His guests. وَجُعِلْتُمْ فِيهِ مِنْ أَهْلِ كَرَامَةِ اللَّهِ. And in this month, your status has been elevated by Allah such that you are known to be the people who are in the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. صلوا على محمد. If we contemplate these words, and truly understand their meanings, we would probably bow down in prostration at hearing these words. But we must first purify our hearts and remove some of that blurriness so that we can truly contemplate a true contemplation. A contemplation that will give us the benefit and the reward of 70 years. For it is narrated that Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said that truly the contemplation of 1 hour is equivalent to the worship of 70 years. That tells us the importance of contemplation. So, one of the tasks, the wonderful tasks that I want to assign to us, including myself, this holy month, first and foremost, is to contemplate. As we read these words, we will contemplate on every word. The Prophet ﷺ continues to explain to us, why is it that this month is the greatest of months, that its days are the greatest of days, that its nights are the greatest of nights, and that its hours are the greatest of hours. He says, أنفاسكم فيه تسبيح. He says, and the breath that you take, every single breath that you take in this month is considered tasbih by Allah. Now, in order for us to contemplate, let's start here. What better a place to contemplate than to understand what is the significance of Prophet Muhammad mentioning our own breath? Is it not with this breath that we gain the oxygen that allows us to produce the energy to talk and to walk and to move, to do good deeds and to do bad deeds? La samahallah. It is with this very breath that we live. Talk to any doctor. Do we have any doctors here? Physicians? Any doctor will tell you that if you stop breathing only for 5 minutes, what will happen? Brain death. You'll turn into a vegetable, la samahallah. That tells you the importance of breathing, of the oxygen that we take in. أنفاسكم فيه تسبيح. So this breath with which Allah gives me the ability to sustain myself, to live, this very breath is tasbih. This breath, its significance is that it is what allows me to live and to worship Allah. But the Prophet doesn't mention worship right now and right here. He reserves that for a little later. Instead he says, أَنفَاسُكُمْ فِي تَسْبِيحٌ. So the value of this breath then is the fact that I can't be alive without it. I can't function without it. If for 5 minutes I stop breathing, I turn into a vegetable, then imagine if beyond the 5 minutes I would die. So it is with this very basic